Alright. Hello, I'm Taylor Shields from Santa Barbara Wargaming, and with
Stephen Moen from Bakersfield. I was playing Protector of Minoth, Epic Fiora.
Versus my Retribution, Gareth. It's round 5, and we were table number 1.
So important.
So important. Highlights of the game. It was, well, big change for this game was that it's the reinforcement scenario.
Yes,
so
that was a lot of fun.
During the second turn on, we get to outflank with a little side thing. So
I pulled mine in the second turn. I had the daughters in Rupert Carvolo.
Man, that is a nasty reinforcement to face, because they just ran straight. I was going for the getting the Artificer into a middle of a group of Mage Hunter Strike Force on a hill to give them this nice little bunker of range fire, but he just poured red.
I was able to pretty much charge in the first turn I pulled them in.
Yeah.
And just get up all up in them, and then with Terror and the +1 defense from Rupert Carvolo, kind of pretty much made them just face me the whole time.
Yep.
Nullified them.
So they're pretty much nullified, although the Artificer does prove he has some good melee combatants.
Didn't do bad.
I mean, assassins, as always, are just
rolled some crazy damage on Templar.
Yep, they definitely
they rolled a 4, 2 5s, and a 6, so he did like 16 damage on one swing. Pretty good.
They pretty much just took out most of the Templar. Most of the battle was just trading jacks. Phoenix comes up. Avatar charges, kills Phoenix. Yeah. Sphinx charge mostly kills Avatar.
Almost kills the Avatar, but leaves the right arm uncrippled, which was important.
Yeah. So the Avatar then kills the Sphinx. Then
Avatar the Templar.
Finish off the. Then my guys finish off the Avatar. The Avatar and Templar. His last jack is occupied in the flank, and my riflemen then come in, start shooting up his incinerators.
Yeah.
After that, though, really the main thing shifted to Gareth himself just hopping into combat like a boss.
Yeah, did some damage.
Charges in, takes out more incinerators. He's mostly down to support units with all his remaining heavy artillery on the side, killing my flank. Pretty much down to Gareth and some riflemen who are way out of position.
Yeah.
Finally, just go for the throat. I move him to start shooting at Fiora. He moves back, charges.
Hit 2 of them, missed the initial charge attack.
Yeah. Rolls were not in his favor.
No.
Garrett's a hard target to hit, but still, rolls.
9s to hit, missed twice. Oh, missed once on boosted.
Yeah, rolls did not go well for him, and Gareth barely scrapes by with survive.
On fire.
Two damage left. Base armor 14. He's on fire. That won't go out.
Roll a 2 and a 1 with dice -2.
Yep. So.
My infamous 3.
So Gareth survives with 1 damage box left, and that's all she wrote. And that ends the game. So definitely goes all around. The reinforcements kind of made things, I don't want to say wacky, but kind of really chaotic all around. And Gareth is Gareth is just a close combat beast once he gets started. And
sadly, I was Epic Fiora, not Prime Fiora. Didn't have Engine of Destruction.
Yeah, that would have helped you, but Gareth is just very fun caster to play. He just runs in there with stealth and parry and pathfinder and just starts killing guys left and right. And you can apparate around and camp tons of focus. So always a blast to play. And game was very fun.
Just a little bit of luck. Anyway, yeah.
Ain't that always the trick?
That's always nice. That's always nice.
So yeah, and that will conclude the tournament for us. I went 3-2, had a great time all around.
Sally went 2-3. Had a couple of really fun games. This was one a really good one. Very close.
Yeah.
I only had one that was really just all in one favor.
Yeah, I had one like that too, but
it was fun all around.
Yeah.
And I got free food.
Yeah, food was very good. Well,
that's it.
Hey, so this is Nate
and Paul.
We're both from SB Wargaming.
Yes.
This was round 5, the 5th and final round. After a long day, we were on table 2 or 3. 2, I think. Paul's gonna check.
We're on table 2.
Because that's the most important part of the battle report.
Yes, exactly.
In any case, I was playing P. Irisk for Kador.
And I played E. Fiora for Menoth.
It was a pretty tight game. Paul and I, we play a lot, and it's always pretty knockdown, drag out.
Yes.
And I think this was no different.
It was very tough. I brought E. Fiora with the Redeemer, the Reckoner, the Zealots, some Knight Exemplar, the Vessel, and so I was going against...
And we had reinforcements.
And we had reinforcements, so I brought Daughters and the Allegiant of the Order of the Fist guy.
I brought P. Irisk with a Winterguard Death Star, Great Bears, and a unit of Kayazi, and also a Black Ivan. Yep. And then on the flank is what I think won me the game.
It did actually win you the game.
I really think if I didn't have that flank, that basically ended it. I had E, Iris, and Widowmakers. Yeah,
that was a tough flank to hold on to, and how the map was set up is we did... what flank scenario did we do?
I don't remember the name of the flank scenario. But the scenario really didn't come into play.
What is it called? Envelopment. So basically you're flank and you're trying to go across the table to score on your opponent's side of the board.
Well, other people probably talked about what scenario we're playing. Everybody's playing the same one. In any case, the beginning of the game, Paul had me on the ropes.
I did. So he collapsed in on me with his infantry, and on the my left side, he had the Winter Guard, but then there was this obstruction in the middle. And on the right side, he had committed really quickly his Kayazi, and those were opposed by my Vessel. And so he got caught off guard by the Vessel coming up and pushing them all back and lighting them on fire.
I expected the Kayazi to die. I fully put them over there to eat up time while I tried to get the flank.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Exactly. So then on the left side, there was a lot of sprays coming at me, and that was pretty much my bulk of my caster and my support, and the sprays did a good job of also eating up the Zealots.
Yeah.
I did a good job with the Redeemer the first few turns, just trying to eat it up, but what really worked out well is he had
the best part of the game for me was the flank. So I brought the flank in on turn 2. I moved up Iris and
you ran her.
Oh no, I ran her on turn 2.
Yeah.
On turn 3, I got her into range of the caster, and I was able to shoot the caster, knock the upkeep off of her, knock escort off, do a point. Moved up some Widowmakers. They did a couple points. Because of that, I was able to get Black Ivan in there, fully boosted attack and damage rolls, and left her with like 3 health left.
She had 3 health, and then I did a good job at taking Irisk down a little bit. I had the Redeemer do some decent damage. I think he had about half life left.
Yeah, he was about half.
I had 1 ditch last effort. I loaded up the Redeemer with 4, and I just deviated on all the rolls.
Yeah, they deviated out.
Couldn't hit Urisk. So that may have changed the sway of the battle, but overall, I had 3 life left. We had the Widowmakers come up.
Yeah, the Widowmakers sniped her.
They rolled 8s twice, and then a 6, and took her 3 points down. So that was the game.
Yeah.
It's always a tough game.
Good game, Paul.
Yes. We always have good games. So this is SB Wargaming, at least for us, signing out.
So, table 3, round 5, a envelopment scenario. Ashland's Highborn Covenant Mercenary list versus
Signar and P. Kane.
Both of us pretty much went straight up the middle on this one. I advanced a bit too far on the first round with my quickened halberdiers and followed them up with the cav. Rob's second round annihilated them.
Yeah, moving P. Kane up using the feet.
The feet took out half the halbs.
Brutal.
Yeah, and then the rest of his army opened up and took out all of the halberdiers, all of the heavy cavalry.
Gun mages exploded basically.
And my and Stannis Brocker.
Yeah.
So he took out half my army in the top of the second round. That was well done.
Yes.
I stepped up, contested. I took my control zone, brought in my reinforcements, popped the feet, did some damage to his jacks, but didn't knock any of them out. Scored a point, and tried to screen Ashland as best I could from the counterfire that I knew was going to come.
But that Thunderstrike against Kane, it just knocks down casters.
Knocked down my Vanguard.
Hide behind it.
Took out the Shield Guard. Knocked the Vanguard into Ashland. Knocked Ashland down.
Ashland down. Cast snipe on Kane.
And then shot her in the head approximately 5 times.
Away from her feet.
Outside of her control zone, so that the roulette feet didn't save me.
Yeah, and that basically ended his day.
Yep, that was the day.
Okay.
So, round 5, table 5, or
final round, and I don't remember what table we were on.
Table 4 or 5. I'm Alex, playing Circle with Chromac.
And Anthony, playing my P. Fiora out of Menoth.
And since you won, you can...
Yeah, I barely squeaked that win by. It was a really nail-biting of a game. Went down to, I think you had like 40 seconds left on your clock.
I think I finished with that, but couldn't pull it out after both of us whiffed on some...
we both failed assassination runs.
Pretty close assassination runs.
Yeah, you failed yours, I failed my response to yours, you failed the response to my response.
Yep, and then I threw a Gorax at you and that didn't work, so...
Yeah, even flying Goraxes couldn't take down Figora this game. It was a pretty good game though, one of my favorites. Complete nail-biter.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's round number 5, table number 5. Ryan Carroll from Bakersfield, running Signar, Epic Nemo.
And I'm Lacey Cook from Santa Barbara Wargaming, playing Circle and running Chromac. Or no, not Chromac. I ran Kaya. I ran Chromac every other game, but Kaya this game.
Yeah, this was my my second Circle matchup of the night, and it went a lot better than the first one did. Basically try to push in there. Was a little worried when my Ironclad got knocked down to like 4 health left by a ridiculous number of ranged javelin shots, but managed to hold out just long enough to throw failsafe on there with Nemo and run in and knock some heads around, but got really worried when out of nowhere, Kaya teleports right next to Nemo and starts trying to chew his face off. Thankfully, I was camping on some focus, so...
4 focus, right?
4 focus, so brought his armor up to 20, and barely took any damage from that, and then turned around and my storm callers finally came through. Thank you, Steve, for letting me borrow those. Got 2 triangulations with both Kai and Laris right in there, and then brought in my second ironclad to finish the game off with a caster kill.
Yeah, it was a good game. I was pretty bummed when I didn't get that assassination, but should have known. Camping for focus.
Well, if honestly, I wasn't even looking ahead. I could have easily cast another spell, and he would have been a lot closer to dead than he was. So. Sometimes you just gotta hold on to that focus when you don't even know you need it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it was a good game though. Yeah, good game.
Thank you.
Alright, round number 5, table number 6. My name is Aaron Cook, PG Watchtower from Santa Barbara Wargaming. I play Retribution of Syra, and I played Ron this round.
Oh, my name's Mark Ironmonger Sanders. I played Scorn with E. Makeda. Again, played her every round.
Nice. So I managed to pull out the victory. It was a very close game. I started out with a pretty strong second turn feat. Destroyed Malakarn and his Archidon. Since Mark was kind of struggling after that, but he managed to grind out a very close. His reinforcements came in and they hurt me pretty bad. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I would say that they
got run down to 11.
Yeah, but they tied you up. They tied me anything else. I got so myopic when I have kilts being flipped in my face. I got so myopic when it came to defeatism and what I could and couldn't do that I totally ignored. I totally ignored the fact that I could have run Makeda at the end around into Ron's back arc. Ron would have been tied up, risking massive damage from free strikes, and then I could have placed my out of harm's way. Makeda would have been essentially out of harm's way. And then unless you had gotten rid of my Gladiator to have won on scenario, my Ferox Cab, who are my reinforcements, would have just jumped placed, and I would have gotten an Engine of Destruction charge attack into Ron's
rear.
So it would have been it. Yeah. And that would have been it. So it was just, it was a close fought game. Mistakes and bad dice rolls on both of our parts at different times really kept it very close, and my omnipresent defeatism, but it's a learning experience. I've learned a lot.
I agree, yeah. I would say my dice were pretty hot in this game. Other than Narn. Narn was horrible. Narn's like, I'm an assassin! Oh! And could not, he barely killed a standard pair on a free strike.
Yeah, it was rough. It was pretty embarrassing. What would you say were highlights? I guess my personal highlight would be the Gladiator chucking a Phoenix, knocking him down and killing a bunch of your battle mages to allow
as well as a beast handler, but for the Empire.
For the Empire. That is what cleared the way to allow Makeda to run up. But
I would say probably one of the more interesting things that happened in the game was a massive amount of shenanigans from Mark, like Engine of Destruction, Titan, Commander, Makeda. So Makeda could charge and cast Road to War, so Road to War would apply to your Ferox, so your Ferox could advance and then leap. It was like this big systematic scornergy that kind of occurred that allowed him to
It wasn't Scornergy, it was Synergy. Because Scornergy is detrimental to one aspect of your force at the same time that it's advantageous. That's why it's Scornergy. It's advantageous to another aspect of your force.
Got it.
This was Synergy.
Okay.
And so Makeda with the Tyrant Commander and a Ferox synergize very well, especially on with Road to War and Engine Destruction up. Like Road to War and Engine Destruction, her entire spell list is just amazing. Her feat is amazing.
She's a great caster.
She's a great caster. I didn't use my... Did you ever use Ossian?
I used Ossian in 2 games this tournament.
Okay, I used Makeda in all 5 games. I didn't bother to bust out with E-Hexeris. In this game, I don't think E-Hexeris would have done any better.
No, I think Makeda was the right choice.
I think Makeda was the right choice. The ability, the movement that they all have is just...
so incredibly fast.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot Fate Walker again. I cast the Animi Fate Walker, and then he didn't get to make his non-free striking 6-inch shenanigan move. Might have put him around, you know.
Depending on whether you move him forward or back.
I'm still learning. So essentially, the results: PG Watchtower won, Ironmonger lost.
Do you think you'll be taking the same list to the Pasadena Open next weekend?
I will be taking the same list. It's 35 points, right?
Correct.
Is it 2 lists or single
2
lists? I'll be taking the same 2 lists. I might actually...
You play E-Makeda?
And I'll play E-Makeda the whole time.
So watch out. Road to War.
Any other comments?
No, I'm going to go check out the final table with our good friend Michael and our good new friend Tyson, and we'll see who wins.
So all of us here at Santa Barbara Wargaming, may you roll poorly.
Yeah, well.
All right, so round number 5, table 7. My name is Mike Smith with Slow Gaming, and my faction is Kador, and I was playing Strakoff.
And I'm Andy from Santa Barbara Wargaming. I was playing Fiona again.
And this was definitely the best game of the day.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. This was crazy epic.
I think it all started when on turn 3, Strakoff decided to overrun and sprint towards my enemy. He
was the first one to hit my lines practically. I mean, everybody was behind him. He was leading the charge completely.
So he hit the gun mages and scared him half to death, but I had forgotten that it was actually a reinforcement turn.
Yeah.
So the halberdiers came on, combined my melee attack. I'll let you take it from there.
Oh yeah, so I couldn't do anything to Strakoff until that point, but then the halberdiers came on. They charged, backstrike charging. He had been hurt before from something. I can't remember, some blast damage or something. Just got some lucky deviation rolls. So the halberdiers came in, 6-man combined melee attack.
They need to do 10 damage to Strakoff.
And I was dice +1 on the combined damage and everything like that. And I rolled an 8. Did the 9 damage that took him down to 1 box. Could not kill him on that one.
So Strakoff has 1 left, and then you feat with Fiona.
Yeah, I feat with Fiona, who is over there. I tried to get close. He had occultation on him, so I moved Fiona over, but she was too far away to cast like a Soulfire or anything like that. I tried shooting with the mule, but it missed and deviated and blew up, my gun mages. Tried shooting with Rocinante, it missed and deviated wildly too, and almost took out. I think it maybe even did some damage to Fiona. I don't even know. So there was really not much left I could do. So I said, okay, I'm gonna. Or I had feated with Fiona. I was like, I'm just gonna try to ride this out. Hopefully, it'll be okay.
And I decided that I need to free Strakoff. So I charged with the Devastator, who Rains of Death, who also hits Strakoff and my Manhunter, but doesn't do enough damage.
Right.
Kills some of the halberdiers. Bring the Spriggan in, the Assault Commandos in, just to start gumming up the works. Strakoff tries to free himself and cannot. So he still has a halberdier on him. And then that was basically the gist of my turn. There was other stuff going on, but it's not important.
Yeah, stuff on the flanks.
And so on your turn.
So my turn, I juice up Rocinante, have him charge in, start swinging
it's
away.
Like the ultimate retard cage match.
Oh, man. No, in fact, I think I shot also. I did a little bit of shooting, tried to clear out some other stuff. The gun mage killed the manhunter, kind of clear up the charge lane.
Strakov has 1 hit point left.
Yeah, still 1 hit point left. At this point, he's on a hill though, so he's a little bit higher defense. Fiona tried to soul fire and missed, and so then I said, all right, I'm going to send in Rocinante here, fully loaded jack, should be no problem. Charged right in. You know, I think even backstrike against Strakov too.
You boosted 2 attacks.
Yeah, missed everything. Missed everything. Three focus worth. So 1 to charge. Boosted attack roll, missed, buy an extra attack, that missed too. So I had nothing left at that point. So I was stuck. So I was like, okay, great. I have to sit back for the entire another turn, and I've got 2 untouched Khador heavies right there on Rocinante.
Spriggan and Devastator move into melee with Rocinante, cannot kill him. Strakov has 1 chance to do it, so I cast Overrun on Strakov because I need to use Overrun and Sprint to get him out of danger. Go to swing at Rocinante, hit, dice -4 to do 4 damage. All I need is an 8. I roll a 4. Which leaves Strakov there, and
Rocinante had 4 boxes left going into this little thing. The Devastator and the Spriggan, with superiority up, took him down to 4 boxes left. 2 movement boxes, 1 Cortex box, and 1 right arm box. And his right arm is the one with his sword. So.
And then it's your turn, Fiona.
At that point, I was like, okay, I put 3 focus on Rocinante, but it's like, I want to see if Fiona will do this herself. So she charged in there, whiffed on her charge attack, bought another one, boosted to hit, barely hit, and so I was like, okay, I rolled the dice and
you boosted damage.
Oh yeah, boosted damage on it, and I needed. Let's see, what was I think it was like dice -6, and I ended up rolling 666s. So it was an epic last roll. So for the game, for the win.
Yep, best game of the day.
Yeah, best game of the day, easily. Yeah. Now we're both in contention for the Wooden Spoon Award. So we'll see.
I'm gonna get it.
Okay, so this was round number 5, the last round of the night. We were on table 3, 4, no, we were 10.
10, yeah.
10, because it was completely out of order.
Yep.
I'm Tom from Bakersfield, Team Paladin. I was playing Scorn and Rasheth.
Yep, I'm Nick from Santa Barbara Wargaming. I was playing P7 in Menoth.
Nick ran me on control points the entire time. He had 2 control points at the end of the game, and if I'd given him another round, he would have won. I didn't get a single control point, but despite some really bad dice through the middle of the game, I managed to pull out exactly what I needed at the end to kill Sevi.
Yep, it was a great game. Still learning Sevi. Didn't use my feet at all. Could have changed thing at the end, but it was very well played. It was definitely down to that turn. So I mean, that was the turn basically. Is if Sevi lived, he would have just cleared the objective with Ashes, and then that would have been game. So overall, Menace strategy was Battle Engine, Ashes. Ashes did amazing. Just overall.
Yeah. Some 6s on Ashes to Ashes.
6s on Ashes to Ashes, and 3 on Battle Engine shots on the first turn. That was basically the game. It was some Scorn heavies walking around trying to beat up. They beat up the Avatar very well and took a couple turns to somehow kill the Battle Engine with incredibly bad rolling, versus Sevi just blowing up off the objective. But eventually there just wasn't enough bodies between Sevi as the final bastions died to some spell fire from 3 different units, and a trampled beast barely did it. So, but yeah, a very good game. So glad we get it here. It was very close.